What's up guys, D628 here. Welcome to today's video. Sorry about the late upload. I am currently recording this at 4:27 p.m. and still have a little bit of touch-ups to do on the rest of this video, but I wanted to make this little prequel talking about a little life update just because I deleted about half the footage for the main part of this video, which is about the Mini, because I had about 680 gigabytes of footage of the whole Mini series from the beginning I got it to now, and I just needed to free up space. So I was like, I'll just delete some of the old stuff, and I forgot that some of this stuff for this video was from the beginning because it was kind of sorted randomly. But the video itself is about 9 minutes long, so I was like, might as well talk about current updates with the Mini and my life and what you guys will be seeing on this channel, because it's been a while since I've talked to the camera. Everything that you guys have been seeing about the Mini has been footage from 3 to 5 months ago. It's been a long time. The Busta video that you guys should definitely check out when I was in Seattle, click the top right of the screen. That was a blast, but that was the last time I kind of talked to you guys, and that was a current updated video. Everything else has been, you know, super delayed and just backtracked footage from months ago. So this is the me from today, but the me you'll see later in this video is from like 4 to 5 months ago. So I haven't done anything with the Mini for about 4 months or something. Next week's episode is the last part of the current saga of the Mini, whatever you want to call it. So that is all old footage, but then from that point on it will be newer footage, and we are going to try to get that thing running, because this week's episode is about modifying before you fix the car, because I did a lot of modifications to it, but I did not think the car was not going to run. So the car doesn't run, but I put all this effort into making it look better. That's the point of this video. But before we get into that, I want to go over like the other content of this channel that will be going on, like my old stuff when I used to do drift events and photography and stuff. That will be kind of coming back, not as often, but that will be making an entrance on the channel. I want to go over the new gear that I picked up, because I know people like that kind of stuff when it comes to it. So right now I'm recording on a GoPro Hero 9. This is what you guys have been always seeing since my whole auction car video stuff from day one when I picked up the Chevy Aveo about a year ago now. It has all been on this, and then my phone when I would use my phone. First thing I picked up is a new GoPro, another GoPro. I shouldn't say new because it's not new, because GoPro. I hate GoPros. I've complained about GoPros a shit ton, especially this one here. I'm recording this in my room. It's hot in this room, but it's not like something insane, and it is hot to the touch. I absolutely cannot stand the GoPro that I'm currently using, but this will be one used for, you know, when I attach it to a car, when it's going like on a drift, something that is like, if it breaks, I'm okay with it. This is the GoPro Hero 12 that I picked up at a pawn shop. It came with the GoPro Hero 12, this macro lens from GoPro, and I believe, I want to say it was a 128 gigabyte SD card. I picked up all that stuff for $190. It was listed for like $240, and then it dropped to $220, and then it took a while for me to get it powered on because I wanted to make sure it worked. And they're like, we'll just sell it to you for like the next week's price, which was $190. So 190 bucks for a GoPro Hero 12, which works flawlessly, a $150 lens, macro lens, and that memory card that was in there. Screaming good deal. So I was like, hell yeah, pick that up. I would have gone with the Action Pros, like the DJI Action Osmos, whatever the hell they're called, because I think they are better cameras. But this one is the one I used for the Seattle video. I didn't use it too much, but I've had a great experience with this thing. It was hot over there, and this thing never got hot or anything. The stabilization's a lot better, so I am happy with this, especially for the price. You can't beat it. When it comes to this lens, I will give this lens away. I have no use for it. It doesn't even technically work for the GoPro Hero 12. This is a lens made for the GoPro Hero 13. And yeah, it's a $150 lens. I did, like, you can connect it on a 12, but it's not like sealed. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why this was even on the camera, but hey, cool. I could probably sell it for like 50 bucks. I don't know, but I'd rather give it away to one of you guys. So if you want a GoPro Hero 13 macro lens, go in the description or go in the comment section down below and comment why you would want it, and just subscribe and like this video. I've done giveaways before. I think I did like a Steam card giveaway years ago. But yeah, just little quick giveaway on there. So if you're watching this, you can have that. The other thing I picked up is a gimbal. This is a DJI RS3 Mini, and I picked up, this came separate with it. It was just this, and it came with the box. I got it for $80. Screaming good deal on Facebook Marketplace. Came with the box, came with everything. I just put this on so I can get better lower shots, and I got this Falcam like quick release system for it as well, just to make it work better, because the one that came with it is kind of dog, not gonna lie. So I got that. 80 bucks though for the gimbal. Super happy with it. I've used it quite a bit, as you guys will see here, for some photo shoots that I did for these cars. So that is the first thing I picked up. The MacBook is nice for on-road editing. That's not really too important, but I got this for a screaming good deal as well. I think I talked about it, but I traded it for the old phones that we had before we switched to Verizon. Shout out to Chris, my friend, who hooked me up with this deal. Pretty damn good. But the main star of the event, not my feet, the main star of the event is what I have in here. Without further ado, we got foam. I picked up a Sony A7C. Came with this lens here. I did get the ND filter extra for it, but it came with the 24 millimeter 2.8 G master, whatever, Sony lens. This is actually a pretty expensive lens, so that's cool. But yeah, camera, this lens here, and then we have a Sony 50 millimeter 1.8 wrapped in the same wrapping that this camera has, so it's nice and protected. We got that. I did get an ND filter for this thing as well. And then it came with a Rode like video mic and a 128 gigabyte SD card, like a pretty good one too, and the original battery and charger for it for $1,300. So that's what I picked up that for. Pretty good price, because I think this lens alone on the used market goes for about $450 to $600. So this lens is pretty damn pricey. And then the other lens, it's not as much, but it's, you know, it's whatever. It's like a $300 lens or something. But the camera itself, it's a full frame camera, so that's my first full frame camera, because I used to run on a A6400 Sony, which was an awesome camera, but I'm happy with this full frame. So in the night it should be a tad bit better. You'll be seeing some photography stuff and some drift events. I might do like a cars and coffee or something, things like that. That's kind of what you'll be seeing on the videos in the future, and hopefully I can hit up some drift events before the year ends. I think that's about it. That's all I really want to share with you guys. That way you guys know the stuff that I'm using. But yeah, comment down below again and subscribe and stuff if you guys want this macro lens for the GoPro Hero 13. So it's specifically for the 13, or if you win, I guess you can sell it or something. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So enjoy the rest of this video. It starts off randomly because obviously most of the footage is gone, but here we go. All right, taking off the side skirts to get the new ones on, and this is a little sneak peek of how it looks with the blue. I still gotta obviously do that, but yeah, the blue wheel arches I think looks fantastic. But one, it's a pain in the ass because everything's brittle and breaking, but two, the design that Mini put onto this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was looking at the R53, significantly better because it's just using the clips that pop off. These ones use the screw clips, which I think 2 on this side survived. I was able to actually unscrew them. The rest will just spin and spin and spin and spin and not do anything. So you have to chisel them all out. The R53 just uses the clips. And one, use screws. Just use fucking screws. These plastic clips suck ass. And then 2, the design of the wheel arches with this bullshit that it uses, it's dumb as fuck, because it uses these tabs, which this one broke, but I have a whole kit of plastic pieces. But it's a terrible design because you have half the side with the clips going this way, so you pull them off, and then once you get to this one, the clips are this way, and it's just like really dumb to deal with and work with. Same thing on this. I just fucking yanked it because that's what I saw in one video that shows how to take these off. But it looks like the clips are like the same way, and I'm pretty sure they're all broken because they're all broken. But it's like a terrible design because I think it's the same system. See how this is like this one here and then this one here, how it rotates. So it has the tab piece. Like, how the fuck are you even supposed to get in there to pull that tab? Just have the clips and have it click in. Like, horrible design. I don't know what the fuck whoever designed the clips on this car was, but literally fucking stupid. But anyways, what I want to show you, look at the dust buildup on this. Like, this is just caked on mud, just all over the place. This car is so damn dirty. And yes, on this video for the cosmetic things, because I think it's a separate video, engine still doesn't work, so modify before you fix. That's the motto of this vehicle, because that is what I'm doing. And then I took off one of these pieces here to paint it black, and then I do have new emblems. I don't remember if I recorded that. I definitely didn't, but I went to the junkyard and got pretty good looking ones. So might do that to this one, or might keep those and then just paint these ones black. But this might stay chrome because I really don't want to deal with it, because I will have chrome on the outside of the wheels, which I don't think I've even shown you guys yet since they've been fitted. But it's got the, you know, the chrome outside, so it looks like it's like fully peeling there, but you lift it and it's still chrome. That's weird. But we got the black spoiler. So yeah, the wheels have the chrome on them, so because of that I might just keep the door handles, and so the door handles and this stock, just to have some chrome to go with the wheels, and then the rest black. This is a mess. Am I gonna clean it? No. I'll have the next person deal with it. But these clips now, I have to fucking figure out what to do, because I had 2 clips survive on the bottom and the rest is fucking gone. But yeah, this is gone. I was gonna try to like sell this or something, but I think I'm just gonna fucking throw it away. You can see like how much dirt like fell out of the fucking car. It's so bad. But this will look good. I don't have it on, obviously. I just slapped it on there as you guys saw, but yes, this looks good. Look at that compared to the black. Oh, with the complete blue look. Only unfortunate thing is the rear bumper is still black, and then the front bumper has the black bottom. That would look really good. I was looking for some kind of aftermarket like splitters or something on them, but I can't really find anything that's decent. So yeah, we're gonna get this fitted. That looks sick. I really like that. Makes the car look so much more like premium. I got these as well, even though I have these, but I'm just gonna paint these ones black. That way I have chrome ones and regular ones. And I'm gonna grab the mirrors because they're black, because I have the white ones, and then I have a white roof. But I'm gonna go back to the Mini Cooper that I was just at to see if it had a black roof. I don't remember if it did. If it has a black roof, then I will grab the black spoiler that's on it. This spoiler is different because it's a Countryman or whatever they're called. But I'm gonna grab a black spoiler on it as well. And then I can get the top wrapped, because the top shouldn't be that hard to wrap. I won't do it myself, I don't think, because I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. But I would wrap the top black, just because there's like literally, like this one has bumps. The one that I have is pure smooth, no crazy like curvature or anything other than the antenna part. That's the only part that's like a complicated part. Other than that, it's all pure flat. Should be relatively cheap and easy to wrap. So that's the plan with that. So I'm trying to open this trunk and there's no release. I don't think the US versions came with the little latch that's under there, but I'm trying to get this, and there's glass all over the place. So I have the seat in this back part, and I'm trying to get it off using random things I'm finding at the junkyard, because I don't have tools with me. If I had a crowbar, it would be done by now. Oh my god. Whew. That was fun. I'm soaking wet. It's so hot in this car, even though the window's completely broken in the back. Let me show you guys what I have to endure right now. All right, so I used this back seat, so whoever needed a back seat, I am sorry, but it is completely ruined. I did get some glass on my leg, so it's kind of bleeding, but it's gone now, which is good. Oh, some money. Penny, nickel, dime. Well, I did the reverse order, but penny, nickel, dime, Punisher. Oh yeah, I got like 16, 12 cents, 17 cents there. All right. Anyways, if I lift this up, That is all glass, broken glass back. But on minis in the UK, minis in the UK have like a tube thing or like a line that goes underneath the seat, and there's a latch like right there, and you pull that and boom, it opens. But in my mini, this mini, and another mini I was looking at once did not have that. So either way, I had to get that open so I can take these plugs off and work on this spoiler, because this one has a nice black spoiler on it. All right, I think it's like, motherfucker. Oh, if they're 10, I am the luckiest man alive, because I only have this tool set, which is just my magnetic tool set, and it's all shallow point, except the 10 that I brought because I knew the thermostat housing was 10. Please be 10. I'm so lucky, because I would have done that for nothing. All right, time to get this off. And it looks really, really nice. All right, back home.